Hello walkers, and welcome back to Venice, Italy. We are at the Ponte di Paradiso, right in front of the gates to the arsenal. I haven't been able to figure out if regular people can go in there. It's a military area. Anyway, it's pretty and it's cool. And we're not far off from where we walked yesterday, or last walk, which is out there. You can see one of the bridges we crossed and the Naval Museum. This beautiful canal. You can see the current flowing under the bridge. And my name is Henry. I'll be your proxy walker today, your virtual travel guide, although guide is not probably correct. Co-explorer, co-discoverer is probably more accurate. Thank you to our Patreon supporters, and go and check out our CityWalks virtualtours.com website for more organized and easier to find walks. Here are some lions that are famous. Of course, the lion is a symbol of Venice. So I make my way around other folks getting their photos. But I'm going to point out one thing. First of all, 70 degrees, 21 degrees Celsius, 3 p.m. Early October on a Tuesday. This lion, I think, came from Greece originally. And I don't know if you can make out, but there are some Viking runes carved into it in a dragon pattern, apparently. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but Viking runes is the important thing you need to know there, which is pretty interesting. The Vikings went just about everywhere, I think. We are going to make our way back in the direction of the train station. I don't think we'll get all the way there on this particular walk, but we'll make do finding and noticing interesting things. We're kind of far away from the locus of tourism right now, so that being St. Mark's Square and the Rialto and the Grand Canal. You can probably check on your map where we just were, and I'll try to call out street names and bridge names as I see them. But it is wonderfully quiet in this area at this time of day, and I'm very pleased to share it with you. Just realized I haven't checked my my path. Lots of awesome dogs here. And lots of bridges. So swinging around here. I've taken a couple tours since last we spoke and found out a few things. But I'm also just going to share things I noticed, like these little hanging plants over here. How beautiful they are. And you go from a big wide street to one of these little narrow pedestrian areas, and I'm wearing a backpack with my camera gear, so it can be hard to pass sometimes. Yeah, I think I got chastised a little bit, rightly so, earlier when a lady stopped to let me pass and said men first. Not in a mean way, but definitely not gallant of me. Seems like I'm off the track again. I have to use Google Maps here because otherwise I would never, well, I would find my way eventually. It's not that big of an island, but it would be very inefficient. One of the things I love, many things I love about exploring Venice is one, it's an awesome workout. If you're on your treadmill getting a workout, it's hard to match this. Plus, you just sort of slide up on a place like this. Oh, look, there's all these cafes and restaurants and osterias, and then people hanging the laundry, and it's quiet, and it's not geared towards the crowds, which I enjoy. And you get these kids playing because they live here. That's what they do. I'm going to pop out here real quick, even though it's not on the path that I'm supposed to follow. But there's a campo out here. I just want to point out a couple things. These two cisterns. Sorry, should have said that. These campos or fields originally apparently held livestock before they were paved, and then eventually, because water was such a premium necessity here, because it's a saltwater lagoon, they would build these campos, and they'd have these little drains, which I'm not seeing right yet. Well, there's one over by these benches. And the water would fall down. I'll point one out in a little while. The water would come through there. It would filter through sand and go down into a cistern. And the water was actually rationed by a government official. And every person got a certain amount, and if they wanted more, they had to purchase it. I thought that was pretty interesting. If I say anything that you disagree with in terms of facts, please feel free to correct me gently in the comment section below. I love interacting with you guys and read all of your comments. As we get closer to the main canal and Grand Canal and the other tourist centers, we'll start to see more and more people. I was informed that all the other canals are referred to as Rios, and only the Grand Canal is a canal. I wonder if we ought to get back on the other side of that bridge. I'll say this again, even though I've said it in other walks. I love these wooden water taxis. They're not all wooden, but they are just, to me, absolutely beautiful. Quite expensive to rent, from what I understand, as you would guess. They look fairly luxurious. We are on Salizzada dei Greci.
The new ones.
Generally speaking, it's not very hard to find a place to get food here. Tons of it around. Lots of sweets. We were on a food tour this morning, and we're at the fish market. All kinds of crazy fish, and it was a great tour. It's called Devour Tours, and we got to try all kinds of different wines and spritzers and that sort of thing, as well as cuttlefish, which you eat with the ink. Oh, I should check my path here. Here's some of these drains. I think these are more for drainage, but see these little slots. There would be things like that, I guess, in the Campose. There were 400, I think, communities, something like that, originally. Each one had its church, and eventually a bridge. These are called parrochias, the little regions currently. Out towards the Grand Canal that way. And then you've got on the other side here all these wonderful canal side restaurants, bridges, and that sort of thing. I'm starting to recognize some of these different spaces and places. I was out here this morning filming little clips of video and taking photos. I got turned around again, off track. But look what we found. Another little campo, little cistern. Here's one of the drains that would go down there. Now, of course, they don't use those anymore. All of these things are sealed up. Oops. Okay. Turn around, see this awesome gate here. But also, get back to our route. kind of neat. I haven't seen this little square yet. We're actually staying kind of between where we are now and where we started, a little bit to the north. Here's the bridge we were supposed to take.
Ma l'avevi anche lavato? L'avevi lavato anche 2 volte?
Surprisingly, the city really gets quiet after about 8 p.m. There are wine bars and restaurants, but not really apparently many nightclubs or anything like that.
Non lo so.
I like to look up sometimes too and see the residential bits.
Era qua però.
50 euro di
Kid's got a nice laugh. Oh, and then you pass something like this, the Museo di Palazzo Grimani, of which I know nothing other than it's a museum and a palace. Ta-da! This is Santa Maria Formosa. Each parochia has its church. Some drinking water you can use.
Para ali, ele era uma rua que ia dar.
Kids out plan. I think we were through here the other day. I think we gotta go this way though. The Ruzzini Palace Hotel. Looks pretty fancy. Love all the plants on the windows. Oh my gosh. Sorry to spin you around like that, but so, look at the traffic down here. There's a little tour going on there. Oh. So we will go near the Rialto, but we won't go to the Rialto. At least that's for the plan. I think we go this way. Knockers here. It's really cool. I like finding the little details, trying to notice things. Calle del Teatro o dell'Opera. L'Opera. That's this street here. And surprise, we have found a little restaurant. Love it. And we have entered the main drag. This is Salizzada San Giovanni Crisostomo. I have to apologize for my pronunciations. This is the Ponte dei Giocatori. So on our food tour, they explained, as you see some orange wine glasses filled with Aperol, and there are, the wine spritzer apparently was invented in Venice, at least that's what they're claiming. Actually invented by the Austrians in the 19th century, or early 20th, because the local wine was too strong for them, and they added water. And now they've started, the Venetians said, okay, that's fine, but need a little something more than just water. And so they started adding other things. So there's like Campari and Aperol, and there's two in the middle. Those are the extremes of alcohol content. There's two in the middle that I can't remember the name of. One is flavored with artichokes. It's a little bitter, but not bad. And then another one is red, but I can't remember exactly what it was flavored with specifically. Where it's Soto Portego Falier. One of the things we learned on another tour last night was that the Venetians used the 24-hour clock originally, and but they often put the one in different locations, so that and they didn't explain why there wasn't any consistency, but apparently there is not. Get a little wider thoroughfare for a bit. Via Vittorio Emanuele. Campo Santa Sofia off to the left here. And actually, the traghetto Santa Sofia. So we'll just walk down here because I want to talk to you a little bit about it. We took this earlier today on our tour, and it's like a gondola. It is a gondola, but it's mass transit gondola, so they can fit, 10 or 15 people on there, max 10 maybe. And it costs €2 for those of us who don't live here. And you just literally go across the Grand Canal. And it's a little fun. Certainly worth €2 to avoid a quarter-mile detour. And across the way is the fish market and the produce market, just on the other side there. That is a bright and colorful store. Look at this place. One thing we have not tried yet. We've had little pizzas. And we had some awesome different things this morning in our food tour, but we have not had a cannoli. Look at that. This is Santa Felice. This church here, Campose Santa Felice, is the square. Grocery store here. I believe that might be the Grand Canal out there. Not sure about that. Hello. Earlier today, we passed a couple schools as they were letting out. All the vitality of all the young people was really nice to see and hear. Spezieria alla Ercole. A spezieria I thought was spice, but maybe not.
No, oggi non c'è, di solito viene questo.
Look at this place. Up here. Huh. Ooh, look at this.
नहीं दोस्त है मुझे बड़ा कर रहा है किसी को उसका नाम है ये भी ऐसा दर्द था वो तो नहीं पता नहीं इसका नाम
That's Fondamenta della Maddalena. Let's go check that out real quick. Sort of like a little pantheon there. If there's one thing I hope you take away from these walks, it's that, yes, Venice is a theme park in a lot of ways, but it doesn't have to be. It's very easy to find some quiet, to find some peace, a nice quiet cafe in a off the route, main route, Campo. Oh, excuse me. It's a little produce market. One of the things I like they have here are these little peppers. I haven't eaten them, I don't know, I don't think I have, but look how colorful they are here. Those bundles. Hot peppers. Okay, you can tell by the roller bags we're getting closer to the station. I'm pleased to see so many dogs here. They're really incredibly well behaved, and I see very little waste, pet waste left around.
Aspetta, quindi platea artico vuoto.
Off to the left is the Grand Canal. And you can also see this green boat here, and that's how they get rid of trash. They have these little carts, they go around picking up trash, and they put them on the boat, and they take them to the mainland. That's the Grand Canal that we T-junction into. Look how pretty this is. Oh, so many cigarettes.
Sarà una sì, verifica se vale la
Surprise, another church. Not all of these churches are active. Some of them are turned into museums, some are turned into art galleries, I think. I can see how crowded it is in these streets, but also, like I've said, you can get away from it pretty easily. Those look good.
You mean along yet?
Like the flying.
Look at this graceful bridge. Here. Ponte degli Scalzi. Sorry about the camera angle there.
Mama? Mami? Bevi di busta avanti, ti voglio
And here we are arriving at the train station, Santa Lucia. There's parking garages beyond here if you continue on this way, and there's actually a causeway where you can drive out here. I guess if you're renting a car and this is on your way, that would make sense in some ways, but it's much easier to get here and to navigate by train. And here you got all the carts for the baggage handlers, and there are people that are looking to carry your bags or get a water taxi or sell some sort of service here. I definitely would also keep an eye on your wallet in a place like this. It's crowded. There's a lot of uncertainty. We'll just go in here real quick. Well, let's take a look out here. Beautiful, 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 beautiful city. You can go to the ticket station, you can use the app, or they have automated machines. And I think most of them you can buy a ticket on the train itself. And if you do buy a ticket beforehand, you want to validate it. It's always exciting to me to see these schedules, billboards, or whatever they're called. Various regional and local trains, double deckers and super fast, and it's just a lot of fun. Gets the blood pumping. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this walk from the Arsenal to Santa Lucia Stazione, or Stazione Santa Lucia, I guess. And we will be doing more walks in Venice, at least one more. I'm gonna get a little dolce and a little sweet thing and maybe a little beer before I do my next one. But that's okay. So I just wanted, oh yeah, here we go. All right, so here are the tickets. And you can see, you just push, it's a touch screen. You push if you're American, you push the British flag there, or English, obviously, English speaking. And it'll walk you through it. You can type in a name of the destination. It'll give you the fares that are available, and you can pay by credit card or cash, I think. In any case, as we make our way back out of this train station, because why not push a little extra? I think they also have luggage storage here. Here's the human staffed ticket office. I don't know, most people have in these offices speak a little English, but there's no guarantee. Of course, it's Italy, so they speak Italian. And here it is here. Oh my gosh, guys. Thank you again for joining me on this walk. We will see you again soon. Until then, of course, keep on stepping.